Okay, we're here with Mike today, who was kind enough to give us the tour. He's been living in his van since 2009. He bought his van new, and I really like the ideas that he's come up with for his lifestyle. So tell us about it.
Hi, James. This is an '05 van, extended van that I bought brand new back when I still had money, and have been living happily in it for about 5 years. The way I set it up was to put solar on the roof, and I have a 245 watt panel, operates at 36 volts, and then an MPPT charge controller.
Okay. Look, do you mind if I come in and see how you set it up?
Sure.
All right. So let me see if I can unhook this. So you've got the cargo barrier. You've mounted this on the wall of it. That's the MPPT controller. You've got the breaker switches, which I think is a great idea. I've got the same midnight box, as a matter of fact.
It was really easy to do.
And you've got how many amps?
224 amp hour 6 volt AGMs.
Okay.
They're in series to make 12 volts. And they're really used two ways. I use them with an inverter, which transforms that 12 volts to 120. And then I also have my winter refrigerator that I'm running at 12 volts and hardwired that directly to the batteries.
So winter refrigerator, that's the brand name?
Yeah, WHYNTER. It's a pretty good refrigerator, not the best.
Where do you get something like that?
I ordered this through Amazon, and I believe they're selling it for a little bit over $500.
Okay. Does it come with a warranty or anything? Does Amazon offer a warranty if you want to pay extra?
No, Winter does though. It's a 12-month limited warranty, but because I had trouble with a 45 Corp before, I bought an extended warranty, so it's good for 3 years. And like I said, that's hardwired, and there's really no maintenance at all other than periodic cleaning. And because I use the top as a work surface, I put a sheet of polyiso on top.
What's polyiso?
It's a rigid foam insulation. It has a good R value.
What's R value?
R value is a measure of I guess how well it insulates, but that's really about all I know.
And you call that polyiso?
Polyisocyanurate.
Where do you get it?
Over at Home Depot, and it comes in various thicknesses.
Can you mind if we take a peek and see what you got cooking in your refrigerator?
Yeah, sure.
I just like to see what it looks like on the inside. I know this is different than mine.
Yeah.
So
it's really great. I keep it set at 33 degrees. And the meat lasts quite a while. I keep, all my dairy in there.
So you've got milk in there that doesn't freeze, but I see frozen water droplets on the edge of the... So that's cool.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
It's at 33 degrees, it does frost up a bit, but it's really not a problem. And it's quiet, too. I mean, when it runs at night, it doesn't keep me awake or anything. And it only sips the electricity.
Okay.
Then, anyway, that's the refrigeration. Then I have my 300 watt pure sine inverter behind you.
Okay, so that's pure sine as opposed to modified sine.
Yeah, the pure sine is a little bit better for some sensitive electronics.
Okay.
Although I've used the modified sine before without issue, I noticed that my TV seems to work a little bit better with the pure sine.
So you've got a TV cord.
Yeah, that's a shielded coax that I ran up through the roof. I drilled a hole in the roof.
Okay.
And connect that to my Clearstream 4 digital TV antenna.
You're not worried about leaks?
No, I used silicone sealant for that, and it works really well. And then for lighting, I've got, I'll turn it on and show you.
Okay.
I've got Christmas lights, and they work. Believe believe it or not, they work really, really well.
And these are what, LED, I guess, then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's really important to go with LED whenever you can.
Okay.
See, this little lamp is also LED and produces a tremendous amount of light.
All right. Oh, the LED light, okay.
Yeah, this is really great. I just put this in. And these all run off of 120, so I just plug them right into the inverter.
Okay.
And I also charge my iPad, run my TV like I said, charge my Razor. You know, I have a little radio that I listen to, that kind of thing.
Okay, let me come outside. I don't want to get any wind on the mic because I've done some videos and they've come out with the wind wrapping, but I just want to see the outside. I don't want the whole thing to be in here because I really like the way you've got it set up. Let me ask you something. While I'm walking around it and showing how you've got it, why did you buy a brand new van? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, what's something like that cost? Like 18 grand or something?
No, I paid 20 for this, brand new.
So you could have got a nice used Class C for that. Why'd you opt for something like this?
Well, part of the concern was that I had seen myself as being an urban van dweller and wanted to keep a really low profile.
Okay.
And with a Class C, that's impossible. Later on, I figured out that even though you try and keep a low profile in a van in an urban setting, any cop worth their salt is going to have your number. I mean,
right.
So it's kind of like a little bit of an illusion.
So did it come with this roof rack?
No, I put all that on.
You can do it by yourself?
For the most part, yeah.
So you didn't have to hire it out, in other words?
Oh no, I did all the work myself.
Kit, where's a good spot for me to, maybe I could step on the foot thing. I just want to show the top of it.
Yeah.
Real quick. So there's hopefully this is showing up. The panel, what's that, 240?
245 watt,
240.
36 volt.
And then you've got like a little storage area here if you wanted to put some stuff up on the roof.
Yeah, I figured, since I've got the ladder rack, why not use it to carry stuff when necessary, and that's really nice. Plus I can climb up on top and then clean the solar panel thoroughly from time to time. Now this is an extended van also, so I have the advantage of a really long roof. It's an extra 20 inches longer than a standard van, and it really makes a big difference.
What about that black piece up on the roof? What's that?
Oh, I got Sirius XM.
Okay. I thought they went out of business.
No, they Sirius and XM merged.
Oh.
And I got that. I got the lifetime subscription.
Yeah.
Like I said, back when I had money.
Right.
And I put the reflectors on it just to kind of make it stand out a little bit more, be more visible.
So how long can you stay out in this before you need to go in for supplies?
I can dry camp for, at this point, I've got 35 gallons worth of containers for water. And so I can stay out if the weather's not too hot. And I only use a little bit under a gallon a day in water for over a month. And then with that refrigerator, meat keeps for a long time at 33 degrees.
Right.
And so I'm really pretty comfortable. The biggest thing when setting it up initially is ensuring that there's a comfortable bed. And I opted for a wool futon. And underneath that is a semi-rigid foam cushion, a Shiki futon.
Yeah.
Then I made a frame, and I keep clothes, tools, chemicals like oil and that's bleach and that kind of thing underneath, and it's very comfortable and it's utilitarian. It's a pretty good setup for me, and it's just me in here. So
well, some people might see this video and take a look at you and think a young man like yourself isn't drawing Social Security. What's it cost to live like this, and how do you do it?
Well, if a person doesn't get carried away with driving around a lot, and you don't eat steaks every night, I get by for a little under $600 a month, and that covers car insurance, food, water, maintenance, upkeep, gas, pretty much everything that would be required to live on. It doesn't cost a whole lot to wake up in the morning when you're living in a van like this. Some people are concerned about, the small space, but it really grows on you. And I really like my little living area. It's because it's an extended van.
Right.
There's an extra 20 inches, and it makes a big difference.
So, in wrapping this up, what advice would you give to someone that is thinking about starting out a lifestyle where they're going to live in a van? What would you do differently? If there's nothing you would do differently, what would you tell yourself if you go right back to the beginning?
Well, I saved money when I was working, and that's what I've been coasting along on for the most part for years, as well as working part-time jobs, that kind of thing. And it's so one can't come out into the lifestyle and think that they can do it for nothing. That's impossible. Okay.
Right. So
if you're pulling down $500 or $600 a month, you can get by and be comfortable.
Okay, cool. Anything as far as what would you say is your greatest appliance?
Having electricity.
Okay.
For refrigeration and lighting is huge.
Okay.
That's the biggest deal. It doesn't matter. Some people like television, others don't. It's really a very individual thing. But I like to have a little TV in the evening. And depending upon where I'm located, I'll get from 1 to 20 channels, usually. But having refrigeration is number one. That's huge.
Okay, cool. All right, man. Well, thanks a lot for showing us your van.
My pleasure.